Hey, so me and people in my chat, well, me, I was messing around with an AI generator just for the heck of it. Some in my Tuesday night chill stream, and the chat was engaging in it, and we were just doing it for something for fun. I would never use it for my comics or anything like that, but it would be neat to see. We just figured let's see. I'm not sure what sparked it, but I was like, and I've done it before. I'd like to see, can this AI generator actually make the Canadian Shield? And then we went beyond the Canadian Shield. It was coming a little close. Actually, it's the best one so far that I've seen. It's one through Microsoft Edge, but with that, yeah. So we did some for Toxico, some for Snowdrift. I might do some more of these. Just mess with it, see whether I can get stuff for it. But anyways, that said, um, I'm gonna do different videos for the different characters, and well, by the thumbnail, you should know which one this is. So, and I might do extras for them, trying to redo it, and but you will see whenever I do it for which one it is by the thumbnail. So I hope you enjoy this, and sorry for the long intro. Okay, so here you can see the first prompt, the Canadian Shield by Cross Comics, was my prompt to try and create them. And as of course, it didn't go and find anything based on thing. It's just a Canadian Shield. I doubt it even took Cross Comics into consideration, but these are fairly unique looking. I like this next one that you're going to see with a comic book, and seeing the Canadian Shield. I like the lettering and all to that too. It looks pretty good. And then of course this last one, that funky head thing is just funky. I don't know what I was thinking there, but these are all interesting. And next we'll get into other prompts that I used. So the next prompt I used to try and get something a little bit more towards like he is, as you can see, I said a Hulk-sized Indian in a Canadian flag suit. It took me a little too literally there. And of course, I don't know what it was doing with this. Of course, it put the Hulk in there with the green skin. This is really weird looking, in my opinion, for it. And then, of course, up next, they really went weird and took like East Indian, as it's called, with a little bit of Randy Savage in there. And then, of course, they just went all out with the East Indian in this next one. So and made it more wrestling. So it's definitely weird. So again, put some comments in the comment section. Tell me what you think of these as I share them. So with this next one, I changed things, from Indian to native, thanks to a suggestion from my chat. And put about his height. I'm not sure. I don't think I put that in, and I got this. It's just weird, gross, ugly, and then I got this, which is an interesting take. These are more like wrestlers, and of course, this last one also looks more like a wrestler. It's just unusual. These ones really unusual. So as you can see from here, I decided to change the word outfit to superhero costume, so I'd get something a little less what I got before in the last three. But again, I think it's focused a little bit too much on the native, and I realize that in his costume, you're not going to be able to see it. So in trying to create him, I do not need the word native. So in the next, you're going to see that because it focused, giving him a lot of the native stuff, which is neat. And these are neat to see how they worked with that. So on to the next. So as you can see, I've changed the word native to man because, I don't need that with his face being covered and all that. But unfortunately, it didn't cover it, and it's not making him look native either. So that in itself is a little problematic. but it's it's a start getting it in the way that I want it. But of course, it still looks a lot zany. Some of these. So as you can see, I'm starting to keep the same main part, and I'm just slowly starting to add on and filter out. Some of these didn't work out because the AI thinks you're trying to do something that you're not. But as you can see, even with fully covered, it's not quite doing it quite as I want. But I'm still getting some unique things, and some of these I'm really liking too. But some are a little crazy, like this one. With this prompt, as you can see, I've added with about the full face mask, and it still does it a little weird, but I'm liking some of the stuff I'm seeing here. As you can see, some of it's really looking interesting, but you still get the zany ones that are completely out of left field or right field or wherever, and then you still get the really good ones like this one. So, again, tell me what you think in the comments, and share and subscribe. And as you can see with this one, I've now added about the tights being white. But of course, it doesn't do that fully. And of course, I've added about the red boots and gloves. And of course, it gets the gloves in there and the red mask as well too, which I've liked. I like how it's got things here. So now it's adding more detail with this. So now with that, I'm trying to get the shield on. No, no, this is still almost the same. Well, I'm thinking of say full red face mask, so I'm trying to get it to make the whole head red, and of course it's putting on the tights, the Superman type underwear. So the it's what it comes out with here is actually pretty good, and now we've got the boots, of course, and it's adding the cape too, which is good too. Although I didn't ask for a cape, and some don't come with a cape either. So now I've added about the red shield on his chest. But again, it doesn't always do it, or it doesn't do it quite the way that you're wanting. You say a shield and it doesn't give you the shape. But I must say I'm liking the look of most of these, and they've got some unique looks that I'm liking as well. It's slowly coming together, and although it won't completely come together by the end of this video, who knows what I'll be able to accomplish in other videos or sessions. Not that like I said, I want to use this for thing. It's just need to do it. So with it not doing a particular shape for the thing, I tried to define the shape of the shield. But again, even with trying to define that, I get it all whacked out. And of course, I end up telling it the wrong type of shape. But what it does with this, again, these looks are awesome. And, again, like I said, it's not going to replace the real drawings. This is just seeing if I can actually ever get it to create the Canadian shield as I want him. So now I'm adding in about the maple leaf in the middle of the shield, but you gotta love AI. It never knows how to follow instructions. You give it a bunch of instructions, and no matter how detailed or not detailed you leave it, it doesn't do it like the way you think. Like I say about the red pentagon here, doesn't put it. It just puts the maple leaf, or sometimes it doesn't do it right. But it's interesting for sure. So yeah, again, leave some comments what you're thinking about. So here's where I finally correct the shape of the shield. Although again, like I said, AI, it doesn't do what it's supposed to. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It's just unusual. These are, and I love how a lot of these look so real life. They're even putting some in like conventions, as you see, or whatever, buildings or whatever. It's just really interesting to see what they do with all these things with my prompts. But like I said, AI never follows direction well. So, that's going to be a major problem with it. It's got to learn to follow direction better. So here's the final four with well, the final four now for now anyways. With the prompt, hopefully you can read that. I've had to make it smaller and smaller and smaller to fit it all because it became bigger and bigger and bigger, more wordy. It's just hard to figure this all out. But again, this has really come up with some interesting designs. Again, so there you have it. There's all what I've come up with for now, or what I came up with during my live stream. Again, let me know what you think. Again, AI it's something nice to fool around with, try and be creative, if you will. It's not something that I will ever use. I can't ever see using in my comic books. As But it's nice just to fool around with it, see whether I can create the Canadian Shield, and I might go from here. But as you can see, I got some nice costumes and some nice photographs or whatever you want to call it. But I never got anything close to the Canadian Shield. Um, for most of you that know, I think know what he looks like, and if not, you can go on my channel or my Twitter or somewhere on my website, and you can find out what he looks like if you don't know my actual version. I do have a couple comics for him already, and I'm in the middle of making more for him and other characters. And there'll soon be one that I did some stuff for Snowdrift and stuff for my character called Toxico, a villain that you meet in Canadian Shield 2. So I'll put that stuff up, and yeah, we'll go from there. And maybe I'll make some other. If you know of any of my other characters and you want to see me do stuff like this for my other characters, let me know and I will try and do it. And you can tell me what you think, what I come up with. Okay, bye for now.